Okay, we're going to go through how to download video from a Panasonic network video recorder. You'll actually be able to use this for the DVR recorders as well. It works the same way. So the first thing I want to do is go to the actual box. So in this case, 192.168.250. And it's going to ask me for my username and password. Admin12345 is what comes out of Panasonic. Remember, your username and password, you have to have the rights to actually download video. So you may not be able to do this depending on what rights you actually have. So we want to go to first the camera that we want to download from. So in this case, I'll just choose a camera, and now we can basically go to the date that we want to choose. So in this case, I can say I want to see December, and I want to see 30th and 2009. Let's pick 2 o'clock. Hit play. Now we notice up here, we know we're in play because it's changed from live to step 1. So we have this car coming across. Now if I pause this, just so we have something moving in this image, I can rewind, pause it here, and now I can hit start. So it marks this time of 2:03:46 of when this is. This is the time that I'm actually going to download onto my PC. That's dynamic, so as you're playing along, as we do here, either with the start or the end, you can just keep hitting it and it'll keep marking that time. So if I hit end again, it marks the new time of 2:03:51. So once I'm satisfied with that's the clip that I want, then I go to download, click on download here, and it's asking me, do I want to download it with or without audio? It doesn't matter in this case because I don't have audio turned on. If I did, I can decide if I wanted it with the audio or without it. I can put on an alter detection so that if anybody tried to change the file format or anything, then it would scramble it, therefore making it court admissible. Then I click OK. And now it wants to ask me where I want to save this. So I'm going to hit save, and then I'm going to choose my desktop. Now what I like to do is, this is all Windows from this point. If you do a right click and you hit new folder, the first time I do this on my PC, I like to create a folder, and then I would rename this as Panasonic Video, or whatever you want to name it as. And I can click on that and go into the Panasonic video file on my desktop now. I'm going to name this. You can leave it with R string on there, or you can come in and name it what you want. So I'm going to name this car test at this point. Hit save, and now it saves that across. Now you can see here I've got my pop-up blocker trying to stop that, so I am going to tell it to download that file. Now if we shrink this down and then shrink down our Explorer, we can see here is the video file that I created, Panasonic Video, and now I've got this file, this N3R file. If I try to open this, it's not going to know how to open it because I need my viewer player to open that, which makes it court admissible. So now I'm going to go back to the recorder, and that viewer player is right here on the recorder. Now you only have to do this once on your PC. I'm going to basically save this across, and I'm going to put it in the same Panasonic Video folder, and I'm going to save that. So once again, I'm going to shrink these down. Now this is that Panasonic Video file again. So I'll open that up again so you can see it. And here's my N3R setup. Again, I only have to do this one time. I'm going to go through and I'm going to set this up, accept it, and we'll just use anybody, and complete, and we'll install it. So now I have this video viewer player installed on my desktop. You can see the little hyperlink which came right here. So I'm just going to move that into this file so I always know where it is. Now this is, I don't need this anymore. You can keep it there if you want, but you can just get rid of it because now it's loaded in there. So if I open up my viewer player and then I go to my file, now it wants to know where that's at. I put it on my desktop, in my Panasonic video. Here's my car test, and now I have that video. Now this works just like a VCR. So I can just play it across. I can pause this. I can move this back and forward to where I want it to be. If I wanted to grab this as a snapshot, I can go here once I'm paused, go to save. It asks me if I want a JPEG. Come in, car test. I'm saving it into that same Panasonic video file, so I just chose that again. I can hit save, and now I have a JPEG of it as well. I've got my alter check, so it's okay and it hasn't been altered, and I can move frame by frame. As we hold over this, it'll tell us next image, pause, reverse the image, just a regular play. This is just a reverse play. And obviously rewind in next record. So I can just move this along to what I want. If I want to blow this up, I can watch this video blown up. Bigger than my screen, but then I can move down. Same thing, I can just play back. And then pause. And I can open any file that I want. I just keep putting them into the Panasonic video file. Now that JPEG that we grabbed, if I come in here and we close this, now you can see I have this JPEG, which is a single image that I could email to people. This image is not protected, so if I wanted to, I can go zoom in and you could do things like remove scratches and highlight this, all of the stuff that you do with a regular editor on your actual computer. One thing I should note is you are looking at a compressed video file, so the video is cleaner when you actually remove it from the recorder. This is being compressed into an AVI. But that's how you download video, and then you have this on your desktop or laptop, and you can burn this to a CD, you can put it on a flash drive. Just make sure that whoever you give it to, you would want to make sure that you give them the viewer player as well if you were going to burn that across. I would actually, the file that we deleted, I would give them that whole NVR setup because they're going to need that. If this was small enough, then I could email it as well. You can see this is 7.87 megs. So it may be emailable depending on how good your email is at sending larger files. But the better you get at clipping video to exactly what it is that you want, then you can shrink that down and get it to a manageable